what a man should do to awaken his masculinity in a romantic relationship. We have a great case study today, and we are going to talk about how the masculine energy is manifesting in a couple. What is the woman attitude regarding a man who is locked and she cannot feel him? How to understand better the women requirements, and also how to understand how your partner, your woman, can unlock your potential. So the topics tonight are really great, so I'm so glad that you're here. My name is Florentina. I'm a spiritual life coach for men. My mission is to help men to feel alive and aligned with their soul, and also to feel their power, their force. Now, the man who wrote me, he is in a relationship and he wants to be more present for his woman, and that's why he's asking more and more to understand how can he behave better and be more present and loving in relationships. Now, let's see why it is important for us to have relationships. We have a dynamic between masculine energy and feminine energy. We have yin energy and yang energy. As human beings, we have this energy. We have inside of us yin energy and yang energy. Yin energy is the feminine energy, yang is the masculine energy. So when a couple is formed, the woman should have her energy, which is yin energy, and the man should be more yang, more powerful in energy, in masculine energy, so they can create balance. Now, there are a lot of unbalanced couples out there because that's the model that couples have seen in their families, where the father was more obedient, doing whatever the mother was asking, and children model the relationships of their parents while they are between 0 and 7 years. Of course, there are also other stages of life where they model, but from 0 to 7 years, they model everything from the parents. So this is actually the basic that we are diving in. Now, when it comes to masculine energy, I guarantee you that any woman on this planet would like to have a powerful masculine man next to her. Usually women appreciate this powerful masculine energy, but there are some women that can take it, can handle it, and there are some women that are afraid of it. Why? Because the women who can handle it, they had a powerful father and they had a good relationship with their father, and the one who just rejected is because they didn't have such a great relationship with their father and think that masculine energy is kind of the strong masculine energy is kind of hard to handle. So when you are a powerful masculine male, your energy should be protective. You should have some masculine virtues activated, like the presence, direction, clarity, firmity, protection. All these are forms of energies that you have inside of yourself. It's something that women read, sense about it. It's not like it's something you can put your finger on, but women can see and sense that. So when you are in a relationship as a man, you should always keep your position, your masculine position, because we are testing each other as men and women in relationships. I want to test you to see if I can trust you. I will test you to see how low can you go in your standards. I'll test you to see if you're faithful. I test you to see if your sexual energy is strong enough to deal with me. So men also test women, but women, when they test the men that they are with, they want to see the boundaries. Now, if the man is weak or it's willing to please more the woman than necessary, she will categorize him as a weak man. And when she does that, she transmutes the man on feminine energy. So from that strong and powerful male, he becomes more effeminate. His energy is more softer, and the woman doesn't have that much respect for him anymore because somehow she dominated him. Of course, that's not the healthy way to do it. An awakened woman, awakened female soul who knows that she wants a powerful man, she will love the man, she will empower the man, she will lift him up, bring the best out of him, bring the hero out of him, and that woman won't allow the man to lower himself. She will sense right away when you as a man you go below or feel inferior or you don't do the things right, and she will just activate herself right away and point that out. Now, the problem is that not many women know how to point these things, and usually they go by reproaches or fights or sentences like, you're not good enough as a man. So when a woman tells you that you're not good enough, you're like, what does she want from me? What should I do to be good enough? But what she's sensing, she's reading, is that a part of that energy is missing. So instead of pointing you out to the fact that here it's a missing energy and I need this energy, she's like making you feel guilty that you don't have that type of energy. So sometimes when I talk to my friends, with my family, or with the guys that I'm dating, when I feel like something is wrong, I just tell them what is my need. For example, I had a discussion with a guy last week, and I was asking him, what do you want to do? Where do you want us to go? I was willing to see what is the plan. And he was like, why are you so curious? Why you just can't go with the flow? And I was like, I don't want to go with the flow because what I need now is stability and protection. And the fact that I was expressing my specific need, he understood and gave me all the details that I needed to feel safe and protected. So when your woman is talking to you, you need to ask yourself, what's her need? Or ask her directly, what do you need in this moment? Because my goal now is to satisfy that need. You don't have to fight with me. You don't have to say bad words or do things which are leading to a fight, because I can solve that need for you in advance. So when you start to be present on woman's needs, emotions, the fights will disappear, because every person on earth, if have the basic needs fulfilled and a state of joy and evolution, there will be no fights. So when your woman comes and tells you you're not man enough, that can mean various things. So you have to ask her, why do you say that? What would you need to feel in order to see me more manly, more masculine? Don't take it personal, because it is personal, but your point is not to take it personal and have an argument. Your point is to find out what actually is missing there, so you both feel it and fix it in order to work. So when she tells you you're not man enough, can mean you don't earn enough money, or you're not that sexually strong, or I don't feel your power as a man. So it's really difficult to understand what a woman says when she says you're not good enough or you're not man enough. When she brings this phrase, this sentence to you, don't take it personal and just start to talk to her. What is your need? What do you want? What actions do you feel I should take in order for you to feel me more masculine and more present? So it's not like you're obeying to her or you're submitted to her, it's like you're trying to understand what kind of energies is she reading and are missing. Because when you understand what is missing in your energy, you can bring it up, you can build it, you can construct it. It's not like you are in blind spots. So talking to your woman, and when she comes up with things that you don't understand in communication, like you're not good enough, or you're not man enough, or I'm not happy, you need to talk to her and understand why isn't she happy. Maybe she doesn't feel so fulfilled in bed, and she needs you to do specific things in bed in order for her to activate her energy. Because when you are in an intercourse, women have different ways to activate their energy. Women need to open all their energetic centers in order to feel aroused, and in order to have the power to feel the man with much more energy, instead of men who are just focused on their intimate area and they generate pleasure and energy from there. So you need to understand and talk permanently with your woman, but without placing yourself on an inferior level. When you understand that and you do the things right for you as a couple, and she does the things right for you as a couple, you can manage to have that balance, masculine and feminine. Also, there are some virtues that you develop as a man, and virtues are usually developed through experience, but also through meditation. I have specific techniques that helps you to develop your masculine virtues, like the presence, clarity, direction, commitment, protection. There are 31 masculine virtues that I have discovered along the way working with men, and I teach those virtues to men and make them understand how they can work with them in the couple. For example, a friend of mine, we are visiting a city, and we should meet, all of us. We were like 5 people, 4 in the road and 1 at home. So the guy who was at home, I called him and I asked, hey, we're in the city, are you coming to pick us up because we want to take a round? And he says, yeah, what are you doing, how much time do you have? And he was very low in energy with me, and instantly I got frustrated and pissed off, and in 1 second I was about to yell at him. And I just calmed myself down and I said, look, I don't know what kind of women are you interacting with, but my need now is to see you more firm in taking action. So what I need you is to take action and give me specific and clear direction about our plan today. And in that second, he just activated and responded to my need. Because in that moment, I needed to talk with a man who is decided and has a plan, not with someone who doesn't know what happens in his life. So my attitude towards him, instead of telling him things like, why are you not prepared, you said something and you're not doing it, I just activated my inside woman and asked specifically for him what I needed, and he gave me what I needed. So when you interact with a woman, she is really sensitive to your energy. You have to think about what energy that I have expressed determined this reaction in my woman. And if the reaction is not okay, then you should have a talk to her and understand what happened there. For example, if she feels like she doesn't have trust or faith in you, you just have to sit down and talk to her and assure her that there was no other women in your life, you're not cheating, the girls that you are just talking to are just friends. And also in the same time, you have to keep your sexual energy at home, because if you're just sitting with her at the table and not cheating, not being with other women, but flirting with other women, will decrease her confidence in you, because you're not taking care of your sexual energy, and your sexual energy is not with you and with her, which is your committed partner, and it's all over the place. and then is where the women freak out. So you need to understand that you have to have a self-awareness of where your energy are, what type of energy are you manifesting, and is this manifestation giving more trust, stability, help in relationship, or is doing the opposite? Now, women have this amazing capacity to see the man potential. So when a woman sees that potential in a man, her natural instinct, her natural action to take is, I want to model that man. I want to bring that man, that man's brilliance in the real world, because this is how we do it. This is how we are programmed to do it. So are some women who are taking this potential out if the man allows them to do that. Now, some women do it wrong, like they want to change the man instead of giving him tools to transform himself, which is a very different approach. So when a woman wants to change the man, she will always tell him, you have to do that and that and that, and she's demanding, I want you to bring me that and create that and so on. When the woman is transforming the man, she's suggesting things, she's giving the energy needed for him to transform, and allows the man to do the work. So she's not like demanding, she's giving direction and also a field of energy for that man to manifest himself. It's really interesting, this topic. Maybe we will come on another time to talk about it, about the man potential and how women bring that on earth, on surface. And I will see how can I structure that information to be very easy to understand for you, because there are so many things you can read in the energetic world, feel and experience, and I would love to do that in the future, show you more about the spiritual world and how can impact in an amazing way your physical life. So this was my topic tonight. I see you next week in another Awaken Men TV series. Until then, drop me a message, tell me your story. Maybe you have a case study and we can discuss it in the next series. Also, if you are more interested about spirituality and connected to your soul, drop me a message and we can chat about that. Have a nice evening.